So before I go out, I have to address this because people have been sending me private messages about this a lot lately, and everybody's confused on my stance of why I'm not talking about Doctor Who or can I talk about Doctor Who. So I'm just going to say this in this video. This video is just, and again, just pay attention to what I'm saying. This video is an opinion video. Okay. I saw everything that Russell said about, you know, want to be known for his own stuff. I could relate because I would rather be famous for my books to take off and me making movies on my books rather than me writing someone else's stuff. So I understand that opinion of him, like that he wants to be known from his own creations. At the end of the day, he's right. As much as he wants to control Doctor Who, he doesn't own Doctor Who. So at some point in time, he will not have Doctor Who. Some point. It will be taken from him at some point. And he's aware of that. But with his own stuff, it's permanent. So I agree with him in that sense, but nothing against Doctor Who. But you want to be known for your own stuff that you create. And yes, if people like your stuff on Doctor Who, fine. Or if people like movie scripts that I write, screenplays, or other stuff for other people, fine. But I would rather be known for my books being made into movies and being a success rather than me write a horror movie script, screenplay, or a movie screenplay, which I'm going to be writing screenplays next. But, or producer or whatever, I want to be known for my own stuff. Okay? I have voiced opinions about wanting to be a part of the Puppet Master films at some point. I have voiced opinions that I want to be part of Friday the 13th franchise at some point in time in horror. I want to write stuff for sci-fi. I want to write stuff for action, all sorts of stuff. And after the gaming, I do plan on doing that. I do plan on writing screenplays and getting stuff out there. I even wrote like a treatment for a comedy. So, like, I see a gradual progression. So I understand what Russ was talking about. And I wouldn't really take anything from what he said as any new information. The reason why he is not part of the talks to do with Doctor Who is not because he's not the showrunner. It's because the talks that involve Disney Plus and the BBC have to do with the back catalog that he has no control over. And it's up to the BBC if they want Disney Plus to be in control of the back catalog. That's why that stage of a negotiation he has nothing to do with. He can't say anything. Okay? And I'm just going to tell you that it's one thing, and it's okay if you don't like Doctor Who now, and it's okay if you do like Doctor Who. So for all of us that are on different sides of Doctor Who, right? It doesn't matter that he's not part of the talks. The contract, the stuff that they're talking about, he has no control over. Disney Plus has been wanting the back catalog once it expired everywhere. They have said this. This is sort of a chess game. I've said on my show, The Rehoboam's Cast, I said that there's a reason why they are holding back. They want control. And as you know, with Disney, it's always been about control. It's been about purchasing the stuff from Marvel, or purchasing Marvel Comics, then trying to get the rights back to all the Marvel Comics characters that Marvel sold the rights to different movie companies like the Hulk, Universal Pictures, Namor. It's just an ego thing. Trying to get the Fox. They bought Fox to get the characters back. They don't have Spider-Man. And Sony will not give back Spider-Man movie rights. And Sony is very powerful. Sony, PlayStation, they're in the gaming, TVs, everything. They are never giving Spider-Man back. So Disney doesn't like that they can't control that. And they don't like with the negotiations that they have to settle or they have to give something back in order to get something. So they don't like that they have to give Sony a lot of different things in order for using Spider-Man in their Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. They don't like that. They want to control everything. Okay? So this is sort of with Doctor Who. They want the back catalog. And again, originally, you know, there's a reason why stuff is not renewed. It's because they are holding back. They want what they want. Maybe, they were going to give season 3, but that's not what Russell and Bedwolf want. They want 2 seasons at least. They didn't want 1 season. They don't want to play the game of every year we're going to wait on the decision. They want to get a couple of seasons approved and not have to worry about that nonsense. But they didn't get it. They thought they were going to get it immediately. Russell did complete the scripts. Russell did hand them in. They did do prep work. But again, they can't do the final stages because they have to wait for Disney approval. So they did prepare. That's why in interviews he said, as soon as they give the green light, we are ready. We are always ready. Well, the only way you're ready is if you have the scripts ready. Now, the only thing you don't have is a doctor, right? So that's the point. And again, this is a opinion piece of mine, is because this is what I've known for a while, is that Disney wants control over the back catalog. I'm not saying anything about control over the show. I'm not saying anything about telling Russell what to do. And I'm not even going to get into that about the sonic screwdriver. But I do know personally that Russell did not choose the sonic screwdriver. And he had nothing to do with that. So, again, I know that from someone that I'm close with that just talked to him about it. It had nothing to do with that sonic screwdriver like that. So that's why I said eventually you're probably going to get another Sonic, because that's also about control and ego. That if someone implemented something in Doctor Who and he couldn't be a part of that or control of that, he's going to change it to what he wants eventually. And we know, if you remember, when he left, he did not like BBC telling him that that woman was not the Doctor's mother. He got overruled, and he hated that back then. Even though he was leaving, he didn't like being told what to do or told he couldn't do something in Doctor Who. That's why when they renegotiated for him to take over again, he made it clear that he's 100% in control and nobody could step in and tell him otherwise. Now, it's different when they got Disney involved. Yes, Disney implemented that they wanted some things done. And yes, he budged. But eventually, as an ego, he would want to do whatever he wanted to do without anyone having say. It's a battle of egos. So in my opinion, don't be too surprised if you hear that Disney Plus has the back catalog and future seasons of Doctor Who, because that's what they've been working on for a while. And you want to say, well, it doesn't make sense. Why are they not canceling Doctor Who if it's so bad? There's a reason. Disney Plus cancels everything. Disney Plus canceled Goosebumps. Disney Plus canceled The Acolyte, their own Star Wars stuff. They canceled their own stuff, and they don't hesitate because they're that strong. So if you're questioning why Doctor Who's in limbo, it's not because it's doing bad. If you think it's one thing for you not to like it, I get it, and it's one thing for you not to like Russell, and it's one thing for you not to like Shooty, and you not to like the scripts. But just make no mistake, when Disney Plus wants to cancel something, they don't give a shit. They cancel it. By the simple fact that Doctor Who is not canceled, that should tell you that there's something else going on. This is my opinion, okay? Something else is going on. If Doctor Who was so bad, they would have canceled it immediately. And it's not canceled. And there's a reason for it. And I understand that some people want to say that Disney is done with Doctor Who. Well, that's the way it appears. That's the way Russell wants you to think that. And that's the way Disney Plus wants you to think that. So you just leave them alone. And they're able to do what they want to do. And when the announcement comes, the announcement comes. They don't want to be bothered constantly. Just like with the Acolyte. They don't want to hear anything. They hate that. But they canceled if they have to cancel. They don't care. They canceled the Acolyte. It sucked. So it's not bad that you're waiting on a decision of Doctor Who. It's actually good because if it was that bad, they would cancel it immediately. And the fact that they didn't, just think about it. Every single Disney product, they've announced if it's canceled or renewed, and they don't care. But Doctor Who is quiet because they're in negotiation phases. The only way they could take part in negotiations is that everything would lapse. And then when everything was lapsing, the only contract with Doctor Who is Disney. So they're the only ones connected with Doctor Who now because they have it on their platform. And they have it the entire 2025. So there's no way you could say that Disney's done with Doctor Who in 2025 because it's for the whole entire year. Because they have to air the War Between the Land and the Sea. And I'm pretty sure that there's a thing in the contract where Disney will be with Doctor Who and the spin-offs for a length of time after the War Between the Land and the Sea because they want it to get the ratings. So I don't know how much longer after the War Between the Land and the Sea airs that they have it, but it will be 100% for the entire 2025. So there will be never, ever anything where Doctor Who is off the platform before New Year's Eve. So if Disney was done with Doctor Who, it would be 2026, but that's not definite at all. Because again, we don't know what the contract is, how long the War Between the Land and the Sea has to be on Disney Plus also. And again, like I'm trying to tell you guys, and again, this is not battling anyone in the Whovian community. Much respect, okay? Let's be diplomatic here, right? This isn't, you're not talking about questioning, this isn't battling. This isn't, who's right, who's wrong. This isn't, oh, we're going to go with our guy. We're not going to listen to Matrix Lord, or we're not going to go with this person. We're going to go with this person. I'm saying my opinion, and I'm saying what I've talked about on the Real Beans cast, and I've said about what I've said for a long time. I'm just saying my opinion, flat out. And again, it has nothing to do with your personal opinion. Like, I feel that negotiations are constantly going on with Disney. Now, as far as Russell goes, it was brought up to me when my source contacted me about it. And he told me, I just wanted to let you know they are allowed to do Doctor Who without Disney, even though they're in contract with Disney. And again, I wasn't aware of that, but there's probably a reason why that's not happening either. Because there's sort of like a professionalism. I was told that the BBC want a 20th anniversary thing before the year is up, and they were pushing Russell for it. But at the same time, isn't that a disrespect to Disney Plus? I mean, you really don't want to piss off Disney Plus because they're in negotiation with Disney Plus. So that's probably another reason why they won't go ahead with a separate project for Doctor Who without Disney Plus, because it will be taken as a matter of disrespect, and they are trying to continue this relationship. Which, why do you think the BBC is saying so much that Disney is a huge partner? Okay, they do not want to cause anything that's going to disrupt that relationship. So you guys are free to watch whoever you want to watch about Doctor Who. I'm going to be busy with my gaming, but I will talk about things from time to time. One more tidbit goes, and this is just a little, you could take what you will from this, but anytime a doctor has left Doctor Who, they don't talk about it right away. And they just go as far away from Doctor Who as possible. Okay? Keep that in mind. And also, if a doctor just left Doctor Who, they never talk about Big Finish right away, ever. They have nothing to do with Big Finish, and they just don't do Big Finish. Ncuti Gatwa is a huge actor. He's in a lot of stuff. Like, he filmed a few things, and he's an actor, regardless whether you like him or not. He was in Barbie. He's in The War of the Roses with Benedict Cumberbatch and Olivia Colman. He's in stuff. For him to say, I'm going to go fight a Dalek, he's going to go fight a Dalek. He's not just talking shit. He's not making it up. What does that mean? I have no fucking idea. Honestly. I really don't. Because I don't know what the fuck is happening right now. Like, I really don't know what the fuck is happening with Disney Plus. So, as far as the contract goes with Ncuti Gatwa, regardless of the bullshit lies that he said about why he left, I really don't know what the fuck is going on. But for him to say he's going to go fight a Dalek, that's not bullshit. So he must know something, or something might be going on, or who the fuck knows, honestly. So, that's my opinion. Take care, bye for now.